Good morning, students. Welcome to Science class, Chemistry part, Chapter 3, Structure of Atom. In the previous class, you have learnt about Dalton's atomic theory, J.J. Thomson's discharge tube experiment, and Goldstein's anode ray experiment. Today, let's learn in detail about Rutherford's alpha ray scattering experiment. What are alpha particles? Alpha particles are doubly charged helium ions. Rutherford's alpha ray scattering experiment. Rutherford selected a thin gold foil because he wanted as thin a layer as possible. He directed high-speed positively charged particles called alpha particles towards a thin gold foil. Alpha particles are doubly charged helium ions. Since they have a mass of 4 atomic mass unit, the fast-moving alpha particles have a considerable amount of energy. It was expected that alpha particles would be deflected by the subatomic particles in the gold atoms. He directed high-speed positively charged particles, that is alpha particles, towards thin gold foil. Rutherford's experiment changed the entire concept of distribution of electrons and protons in an atom. He got unexpected results from this experiment. What are the unexpected results of alpha particle scattering experiment? Most of the fast-moving alpha particles passed straight through the gold foil. Some of the alpha particles were deflected by the foil by large angles. Surprisingly, few of the alpha particles appeared to rebound. Look at the numbers given for your convenience, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The particle that is in first position passed through the gold foil. Second and fourth, these particles were deflected by the foil by large angles. Third one appeared to rebound. Questions raised by this experiment were: why did most of the alpha particles pass through the foil? Why did a few of them deflect from their original path through large angles? Why did a few of alpha particles rebound? Answers for these questions gave conclusion of his experiment. Most of the alpha particles pass through the foil since most of the space inside the atom is empty. Second one, a few of the alpha particles deflect from their original path through large angles, indicating that the positive charge of the atom occupies very little space. Third one, a very few alpha particles rebound, indicating that all the positive charge were concentrated or resides in a very small volume or space within the atom. Based on this experiment, Rutherford proposed the following set of assumptions. They were: positively charged particles of an atom are held together in the center of the atom. It is called nucleus. Nucleus is surrounded by negatively charged particles, electrons. The volume of nucleus is small when compared to the volume of an atom. The mass of an atom concentrated in the nucleus. The nucleus is positively charged, which is different in magnitude for different elements. In a neutral atom, the number of electrons outside the nucleus is equal to the number of positively charged particles in the nucleus. Before conducting the gold foil experiment, he predicted all the alpha particles would deflect by the subatomic particles in the gold atom. But in reality, while conducting the experiment, he got unexpected results that made the way to the discovery of the positively charged proton in the nucleus. In the Rutherford atomic model, positively charged protons present inside the nucleus, negatively charged electrons revolve in orbits. So in the next class, let's discuss about the limitations or drawbacks of Rutherford atomic model. Thank you.